What is something you don't have the heart to tell to your family? Well, mine is. Less impactful than what's already on here, but they're all terrible cooks. Like, don't even understand fundamental cooking techniques. I'm no chef, but their food is borderline inedible, and it's a miracle they haven't given each other food poisoning multiple times. Problem is, they love cooking and are proud of their repulsive standard dishes. I could never tell them the truth, and I don't want to ruin our family memories. So I roll with it. Have a small helping of everything. And just hit a drive-thru on the way home whenever I eat with them. I'm so with you. Mom raised by alcoholics and dad being a Scouse meant I didn't learn about garlic until I was 18. Boil it and salt it. Add margarine. Done. For everything. *edit. Apparently a Scouse is an accent. And a Scouser is a Liverpudlian. A person from Liverpool. Not unlike Ringo. Nicknamed so from their Scouse stew *. It's always the goddamn margarine. I want to put sticks of real butter in their stockings for Christmas. That the reason I hardly visit anymore is because there is no effort. I take 2 flights across 3 states, rent a car, spend a decent amount of coin, and get to my folks' house to find that they haven't even made the bed in the spare room, or cleaned it up, or taken some time off work, or want to go anywhere or do anything. I love them dearly. They love me. But that always stings a bit. I don't want the world to stop, or revolve around me, but a bit would be nice. Same. Only I used to do it with small children. After one particularly exhausting trip, I realized that I was done and decided to stay home and be a nicer mom for vacation instead. It's a 6-hour non-stop flight to see the family, plus an extra hour each way from the airports. Having to grab a connection turns that into a 12+ hour travel day 3 time zones away. Our kids are 5, 4, and 2, so no more lap seats to keep costs down. It's at least $2,500 in flights, $300 in car rental, and plenty after that for a week bringing the grandkids to the grandparents. We have loads of luggage, especially if we have to bring snow gear in the winter, and 3 full car seats to drag around America. Even on an early flight out, we will be installing the car seats late in the evening in the rental that may or may not have held the van or SUV we tried to rent. I won't find out if we have the car we reserved or get to play luggage and child Jenga with a compact car because it's all they had left. Of course, the grandparents are dishing out loads of cheap toys the kids will break or ignore after a few days. So I need an extra empty suitcase on the way out loaded with that garbage for our luggage mountain coming back. Beyond all of that, the parents always talk about how hard it is to have guests for the short week. It comes up in conversation passively throughout the week, but usually crescendos as some grumblebrag Facebook post we are tagged in as we are loading the kids up in their seats on the flight home. It usually goes something like, "Great, exhausting week with the grandkids. So much cooking and cleaning. Now on to spending the next month wiping down walls and picking up hidden messes." This next year we decided to make it easier on everyone and just not go back. I'm sure I'll hear how horrible I am about that decision, but I smiled the whole time reading your post and writing this anyway. I have cancer. Probably the same kind that killed my mother's parents and is killing her brother. Not curable, but won't start to show for a while. And I want to enjoy what time I have left. Thing is, and here's a bonus relevant to the initial question, I wanted to enjoy most of it without them. Edit. Holy Mother of Garfield, those are some emotional replies. I want you to know that. Even if I didn't reply, I read all of them. You are all loved. I'm sorry for your struggles and appreciate you sharing them. To people asking what kind of cancer, it's colon cancer and another kind that has a complicated name that I can't remember. Didn't really put into the effort because it's not the dangerous one. I can't remember all of the specifics and am not in a situation where I can easily access my records. But there are several small tumors scattered around my gut. I can't feel it. There's no real pain. But if it behaves like my family members' cancers, it'll steadily spread until it becomes a problem. I can get treatment, but there's no cure. As for a timeline, it's hard to get a solid one. But the doctor I was seeing in America said that based off of my family history, anywhere from 10 to 15 years before symptoms begin to worsen. But he was careful to mention that there was no way to be sure. As a result, I think I'll delay treatment until I'm tired of having fun around the world. To answer the third popular question, that's what I plan on doing with my life. I'll probably spend the next 5 years traveling the world and working in different countries. Then once I'm burnt out, move back home and start a business. I've always been enamored with social entrepreneurship, so I intend to follow a little dream of mine. Thanks for the awards, everyone. I hope you all have a happy new year. I appreciate you all. One more thing. To the handful of people doubting me, there's not much I can do, or would even be willing to do if I were able to prove this stuff to you. I appreciate your skepticism as much as the next guy, but I just can't help you. It's okay to burn bridges when they don't lead anywhere. I cropped this comment and I'm saving it for a rainy day. You're getting really old and I'm not ready to lose either of you. My dad is gonna be 76 in a few months and I'm dreading him not being there for me. And to my younger brother, get a ducking divorce, bro. Also a fear of mine. My dad is also in his 70s, and while the average lifespan on his side of the family is well into the 90s, it's a thought that pops up every so often and scares me. My brother raped me regularly when I was between 7 and 16. He was 18 years older than me and always lived in the same house when he wasn't in jail or on the street because he was an addict. He died of an overdose after one night when I was 16. He had raped me again probably 2 hours before my mom found him dead. It was probably the best thing that ever happened in my life. I felt trapped and was completely hopeless until he died, and I hate him for being such a piece of shit. My family talks about how he was before being an addict, but the only man I remember is the one who got off on hurting and humiliating me and telling me I was worthless. It makes me sick when they speak of him like he was a saint who lost his way. I tried to speak up at some point early on, but my mom and dad could never believe their firstborn was a monster. That I despise my parents for being so selfish during their divorce and not putting us kids first. Still 20 years later we get shippy comments from one about the other. At my wedding they wanted some sort of acknowledgement for being able to be civil. Congratulations on doing what 99% of the population can do. Buttholes. My grandma's bedroom smells terribly of urine. She has a commode in there and I don't know whether urine is getting on the floor or she's not cleaning it or what. But the smell shocks me when I come visit. She has some bladder and incontinence problems, but she appears entirely mentally sound. I can't bring myself to say anything about it. She would be really embarrassed. I don't know what to do about this. Edit. Thank you to everyone who has replied. I'm overwhelmed by all the kind and helpful comments you've left. That I'm so exhausted 24/7 that I just want to sleep and fade away. I'm still battling depression every day. But I'm functional because I'm still able to get up and work and I'm not suicidal. I'm just constantly overwhelmed and so ducking tired. How many of them I have blocked on social media. How much I truly loathe Christmas since my fiancé died and how I'd really rather not celebrate. It would really hurt them. Edit. Wow. Did not expect this to blow up. Thank you for all the kind words. My grandfather lied about quitting smoking. My wife hates them. The reason I stay in my room so much is to escape them. Whenever I am not in my room or out of the house, they insult me. That I know you cheated on my mom. That I'm getting annoyed by all the negativity they keep spreading. It feels like they don't even want to be happy. Hi fellow grown siblings. Now that our parents are both dead, it's become very apparent that we really have nothing in common. No real rapport. I don't feel like I really know you as people, as you won't share anything real about your lives with me. And every time I tell you personal things about my life, you give me one word, or yeah, answers that make me feel like you don't give a shit what I just told you. And then the subject changes to some meaningless bullshit topic. That's the one who actually answers the phone. The other one won't even do that or ever return a phone call. And if not for being related, I can't imagine why we would spend time together. And I also felt this uneasy detachment my whole life, but always blamed myself. And now that I am older, I realize it's not just me. Or maybe not me at all. And not only that, but I kind of realize what a bunch of self-centered jerks you all have been. And I feel like I went above and beyond to make things fair. Work together, help and be supportive, while you guys just looked out for yourselves. And that hurts. It all hurts. And it hurts to realize now that I am an adult. I never knew better. I always just thought it was something I did. And I see how that set me up in life to be a people pleaser and a doormat. Always trying to be a little more supportive. Give a little more, while you all just looked out for yourselves. Thanks buttholes. Your sibling. I lost all respect for my dad. I'm starting to get sick of the family gatherings around Christmas time, and I'm seriously thinking about just taking vacation around the holidays to Florida. What did you think about this video? Did you like it? Please leave some feedback in the comment section below. You can always check out my other videos for more curated content just like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.